how are we all doing tonight? I hope we are all good. How is the people today? It's been a lovely hot day. It's been glorious, actually. Got a little bit done today. It's been an interesting one. Ian and Jake, hope you well. Crazy we only had 3 players in after what happened last season with more. It is, Daniel. It's really good to see when they're starting to get business done early. It really is good to see that, because at the end of the day, we need to hit the ground running. We can't have a start like we did last season. We just can't. It's not going to do us any good at all if we have a start like we did last season. And 3 players in, and it just feels like there's a change. There's a change in how things might go. The change with how we're doing things. Like, here's something I got, right? And this is from a QPR fan. And this is something I would never thought of saying or thing. And how are you all doing, by the way? I hope everyone is well. 14 people in, 10 likes. Get those likes up, people. I know a lot of people might not be in tonight because of the football being on. I completely understand that. I was going to put it on the telly and keep checking it, but yeah, I can't be bothered. This is from somebody on Twitter, right? Do we do the Twitter voice? I don't think I can do the Twitter voice, actually. You know what? We might see if I can do the Twitter voice, but I might have to change microphones a minute. But this is what somebody put on Twitter. Very jealous of the deals that Al's are all getting done. 2 fantastic win backs in Lowe and Valerie signed. Danny Rule is building something special at Sheffield Wednesday. Right. You want to know who this bloke supports? This bloke supports QPR. QPR. Ian and Dom, how you doing, mate? Ian and Athlete. Ian in podcast, Ian in, thank you for reminding me. Mental health button. Mental health checking. Mind the sick. Get them likes up and subscribe if you haven't already. Get to 4K before season starts. That's the plan. The plan is to get to 4K before the season starts. I can tell you we are 130 left to go. Like other day, I hit a big milestone on uploads. 3,500 uploads are done. We are 269k away from 2.5 million views on the channel. It's insane how much of me talking about Wednesday just turned into this. But it was a good day. We got a player sorted. We have Valerie. He finally came on over and checked in. And you know what? Credit to the media team. I normally don't give them enough of this, but they actually did a decent signing video for a change. Like, generally, I was actually shocked when I saw the signing video that they actually played on it. I wasn't expecting them to. It's not something I was expecting them to do at all. What is this box? You know what's always really worrying when you find a random box on your thing and you don't know what it's for? All good apart from the headache trying to process Group E in my head. If Belgium and Roma, I think the table... oh, yeah. Expecting to leaving the plastic tag on his jumper. Yeah. Hey, Barry, how you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Blackpool seem to be building something quite interesting. Yeah, everyone's actually gone a bit... yeah, it's a bit bad, in it, Goose. And also, Lee here, Goose Creative Designs. I just want to give him a big round of applause. He's just done the Renton's merch, which is a football shirt. It is actually absolutely gorgeous what he's done. Please go and put the link in the comment section, Lee, because you've done a cracking job on that. Really have done a fantastic job, and the fact that more people get to see your work is even better for me. I love when people in my community do things like this and they succeed. So all to him. Put a link in the comment section, Lee, and I'll make sure it gets through so you can do it, because that, yeah, all credit to you. All credit to you. They're really, really good. I've had a couple of people message me already going, with this lad who did your stuff so good. Some Seaside is not keen on Fletcher signing. I can understand why, but I think as daft as this sounds, League One would probably be a good place for him to start to try and get his career back on track. Because I'm trying to think of what age is Ashley Fletcher? kind of thing. No, I don't want to do that because I want to keep that. Pin comment when the link drops. So, like, brilliant. Thank you very much. Have a look. What am I looking for? Ashley Fletcher. There we go. How old is Ashley Fletcher? He's 28. So going down to League One, probably a good start for him to try and see if he can get the goals. Like, the lad needs consistent run of games. He needs to play, and he just didn't get that. Have Blackpool have our revenge of Taylor Fletcher? Seems like it. It seems like it. The thing is, Fletcher was a weird one because I could see what they were trying to do, but it just didn't work. It didn't work at all. It looks like they're going to get buyers in as well. Ian Blind Pig MX, how are you doing, mate? But yeah, it's that. By the way, you know the tag on the thing? I noticed that. I thought I was seeing things, kind of thing. But it is actually still on him, isn't it? Yeah. I thought I was seeing things when I saw that, so I didn't say anything. But it's good to get Valerie out over the line. Hopefully, we can get more players in. The thing you've got now is one of the things that people are going to be interested. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you that thing. We are Lee. We are working on some hats ourselves. They're going to be in limited one because at the minute. We're trying to figure out a way to do it because we may do it ourselves. We just got to figure out a PO box. But we're testing some stuff to see what they look like and how they are. A lot of people were asking about the hat. This was my Father's Day present from our lass. So, and she did me a couple of shirts as well. So we're trying to figure it out to see if we can do it all out ourselves. And if we can, we'll do it probably a batch of 10 at a time. So it gives us a chance to ship them out, make sure they're right, and then get it out. But we want to make sure they're right before we do anything. So we are working on it. And Mike, if you're in here, England, we are sending you an email this weekend to talk about shirts that you know well, because we just have not had a chance. This time of year is always busy for me, and just generally sitting down to get some stuff sorted. It's interesting. I think when Danny Rule come back, then we are sure he'll be at the recruit. I think so. Well, I think we've got bits and pieces done. I actually think we've got bits and pieces done already that are just not signed off on yet, or we're ready to get signed off on. I'd love to find out if there's any more stuff going on with, say, us and the link with Dembele, because Dembele would be fantastic. The fact that he's now a free agent makes that deal, though, for me a lot more harder. I actually think the deal with him being a free agent is harder because more people will be after him, more people will be looking at him. And that's the issue for me. It's been really great watching him. Oh, next week we'll be very busy. I can imagine it will be, because I think we'll probably have a shirt announcement, because what the club will try and do is they'll try and sell a load of owls in the park. If you go to the owls in the park, come and say hello. I will be there. I might interview some of you for the channel if you're okay with being on camera, to get your thoughts and stuff, and thoughts on players and stuff like that. So I will be taking a mobile setup with me. And it'll be good to talk to some of you and actually meet some of you in person, shake hands, because I had that with someone who watches the channel on Monday and watched the podcast. Carl going to the dentist. It was great. It was good to see. But yeah, anyone know what time Housing Park starts? I believe it's 11, mate. I actually believe it's 11. Let me check. Where's the keyboard? Jack would know, but Jack is currently streaming. And if you want to... I'll put it this way. If you want to kind of like watch Jack, Goose Creative will say this with a disclaimer, go at your peril. Let's just put it that way. He's good, and I like what he does, but... yeah, go at your peril. Hi, folks. Hi, remember to like, subscribe. It costs nothing helpful. Thank you, Maple. I much appreciate that, mate. Much appreciate it. I hope you're well. Hope the weather's nice in Canada. Is Canada you're in? I can never remember. Hours in the Park is 11 a.m. till 4 p.m. That is how long it'll be on for. If you want to see players, And you've got kids to see players at better queues because it is always mental to see them. Kind of thing. So Housing Park starts at 11, Daniel. And it finishes at 4. And I don't know how you do a finishing so it's apart, but yeah. I see Bernard actually hasn't gone yet. And we'll have a contract talks after. He can't, mate. Wherever you've seen that thing about Bernard and back after international duty, not going to happen. Bernard needs to get his deal done now, or he's a free agent on the 1st and we lose him, kind of thing. We will lose him if he doesn't sign now, and he'll be a free agent. Whatever gets done, it needs to get done now, because from the 1st we don't have a cat and house chance. He can go wherever he wants then. Kind of thing. So his contract talks won't happen till after international duty, because if they're after international duty, he's already a free agent then. He got a game on the 1st of July. So if he doesn't sign, it's because of whatever reason. Yeah, crazy hot here at the moment, but I'm well, thanks. Yeah, it's been quite hot here today, actually. Let me have a look. See if I can find this. Oh. Or Goose Creative. I'm surprised we haven't heard anything about Bernard, his first game of the tournament Saturday. Yep. I wonder if some of the deals are done and we're just not announcing them yet. Or the deals are close to being done and we're going to run it till the last day. Because it would be quite Wednesday to go, hey, welcome to Housing the Park. Oh, by the way, Bernard's staying, and everyone going mental. Any chance you can give a rundown of the players that will be out of contract in July and where they couldn't stand? Yep, I can. Cameron Dawson looks like he's going to Bristol Rovers. Josh Windass, we are still at the negotiation table, but I think that might be done. But I thought that last time. Bernard, don't know if we're any closer or any further away. And Iorfa get back this week as well. So Iorfa is still to be sorted. So we've got 3 players left to go. And so far, out of those 3, Josh, that I think he might be the closest to being done. But I think Iorfa might be done. You got to remember, all the players have got to be back this week. They just got to, because pre-season starts next Friday. And this is the thing. Pre-season starts next Friday, and Danny wants to have who is in his squad sorted, even if you're on international duty like Bernard. So I am finding that quite interesting to see what happens there. Windass have been active on X today talking football. Yeah, he's been active. He's been very active. You got to remember, he got married over the last weekend. Congratulations to him and his wife, and they've also got the thing where they're expecting a child soon. So Windass is an interesting one, because it could potentially be his last club in the UK if he does stay, kind of thing. Because I can see him possibly going to America, because that's where his wife is from, and then bringing up kids in America while he goes and plays elsewhere. So that's where we are with that. I'm not 100% sure where it is, because at one point I got told that deal was all done, but the goalpost got moved. But I don't know whereabouts it's done now. But everyone is getting back in the country. That's the thing. Everything getting back in the country. And once people are back in the country, then things can start really kicking on. I really think that. Let me just check something here. Also, you look at Windass. He liked the Valerie thing as well, so that makes you wonder if he's staying as well. We got to remember, they all come back soon, kind of thing. They all come back very soon, and we'll try and get everything sorted. We'll know sooner or later, because all the players are coming back now. Hey, Craig, how you doing, mate? I've seen that, mate. I have seen that. I reckon stuff will be agreed, but Danny will be back first to avoid the media spin. Something on signing players without a manager in the country. Yeah, but he won't be out of the loop, though. These players, you look at the players that have already signed. The players who have already, Danny spoke to. He spoke to Max. Max was one of the reasons. Danny was one of the reasons Max turned up, because of the conversation Max had with Danny, convinced him not to go to Middlesbrough. It gets noisy because I've got my aircon on, so apology for that. Because he looked like he was going to Middlesbrough, but Danny turned around and said, I want you to be part of this team. And he convinced him. So you've got that. You've got the Valerie one. No brainer. He already knows him from his time at Southampton. So there's already a relationship there. And he already has managed to not convince him, but say, hey, this is where I think you should come. I want you in the team. This is how we're going to play. The thing with the Valerie one, you've now got Paul and Valerie on that same side. And I like that, because that really does help in terms of people going forward, because they're both attacking minded wing backs. We actually got legitimate wing backs now, something we haven't had at the club for ages. When people want to play wing backs, we have legitimate wing backs, and it's gonna be nice to see how Danny utilises them. 40 people watching, 19 likes. Get those likes up, people. I would much appreciate it. It all does help the algorithm and all that jazz. What Fletcher'd be top scorer in league next season, hitting 20 plus. Well, the thing is, you got to think about Blackpool. Blackpool's interesting, right? Because you've got potentially Joe Byers, Ashley Fletcher, Jordan Rhodes going there. Beadle, no update on Beadle. Beadle, I have a funny feeling they're going to be waiting to see what talk get done with their manager, because they just got the youngest manager in the Prem from St. Pauli. So I think they'll be waiting to see what happens there with it. That's the only issue with Beadle. Got a feeling a few will leave, and some of well-jaded players that may leave. I think they're going to be fair play for people who are going to leave. The rumour that we all saw today was the Femo 01, which was interesting. I think there is going to be players that leave, but I don't know how it can be. Ian, how you doing, mate? Ian and Luke, how you doing? Wow, legitimate players that can play proper positions. That's a rarity. Yeah. It's actually kind of nice to see it. What the info on Pervader? Good thing I'm dyslexic, I can't read that. Pervader, we are in talk with. So, we are in talk with, and I don't know if they're coming to a point where they're close to being anything to agree with, but there is talk going on, and he has made it very clear he does want to try and come back if a deal is right and he can come back. Now, I think Pervader coming back could be really, really good. And how are you, Ian, by the way? And how are you, Luke? I think a full fit Pervader in a pre-season could be exciting. It could be really exciting. Oh, bugger. Hang on a minute. I know how to fix it. Give me a minute. Hang on. Channel activity. Try now, Lee. Lee, you might be able to do it now. Try it now. I'm alright, thanks, mate. Busy with a couple of different podcast plans. Oh, nice one. Like to hear that. Like to see that happen. Try now, Lee. Lee, if you can't post it, send me a link and I'll put it in. Watching the after game of Euro would be how I would like when to play. They look very good. I'm a little excited for Jan Bader. Valerie even reckon he could be light up the champ. I agree. Lee, send me a message. There we go. There you go. If you click on the dots at the side of it, you'll be able to pin it, Lee. Kind of thing, and I'll put you with the moderation team because you're always there anyway. If we play proper wing backs, would be nice to have a tall attacker to go with it. That's a good shout. That is a very good shout. That'd be really good, to be fair, to do, because I got the thing where if you can get balls into the box, and get actual crosses in, it'll be fun. You get someone who's a target man who can header it. It's going to be so much fun. And I'm looking forward to seeing what we do and how we go about it and how we get the ball rolling, if that makes sense. Because we've all said Danny Rule with a pre-season behind it. The players were good at the end of last season. Why can't you not pin comments? You should be able to. There you go, pinned it. Goose Creative Design has just done the Renton's new football shirt. You want to go order one and have a look at it, go to the pinned comment. It's very nice. I know a couple of people who've already bought one. So yeah, please go and do it. For some reason I can no longer pin comments. That's weird. YouTube have been weird at the minute. Raytons, not Renton. Thank you, Raytons. Raytons. I'm dyslexic, you know me. Raytons, yes. Raytons. Anyone seen Nixon saying we're looking at strikers for 1.1 or 1.5 million in the form? I have seen that. Nico, if one of those ones, Daniel, you take with a grain of salt. If one of these ones, sometimes he's very, very right, and sometimes he's very, very wrong. And it depends what side of the coin he goes. He was very, very right on, and this is the x.com. Brilliant. So if you don't have Instagram, there is X. I hate calling it X because it sounds wrong. It's Twitter. But we have to call it X because Elon Musk is a arse. But yeah, we got the situation that I really caught the sun today. Whoops. I've got farmer tan going. Oh well. We got the thing that we need to get the midfield sorted next. I think Dembele would be a cracking deal if we got it done. If we could get Dembele in, that would be fantastic. But him being a free agent is going to be a lot tougher now, kind of thing. There's a lot of things that could potentially not go wrong, but put us in a different position, if that makes sense, and make it a bit harder for us. Kind of thing, because everyone will be wanting to get the lad now. But, again, we have the big thing that we said Darren Moore was a pulling power. And I think Danny is now. I think Danny's a proper person to help pulling players, especially since being at the Euros. There'll be players that will have watched the Euros and gone, hey, I want to be part of that. Seems like a holding midfield and a goalkeeper should be our prime focus. Yeah, properly. 46 viewers, 25 likes. Get those likes up, people. I much appreciate it. But yeah, I got this thing that if you look at what he's done so far, it looks like he's building from the back. I'd like us to get another centre back, or another two centre back, because if we are not keeping Iorfa and we can't get a deal in place that Bernard likes, you're gonna be left with a couple of centre backs not being around, and that'll be an issue going forward. Just bear with me a minute. Oh, pull that in. Deal that. Just thought I'd get that shut because I know what'll happen. I'll forget. Hate that noise. I hate that noise. So apologies for you all for hearing that noise. But yeah, I think you're right. I do think you're right with that. I think we're going to have to be very careful with what we do next and who we get in. Because... what is that noise? Hold on a minute. I can hear a noise. It's doing me head in. Give me a minute. I can just hear this weird noise. I bet it's only gardening. Yeah. That's what I can hear. Someone gardening. I thought it was, but it just sounded weird. It sounded like a really weird wuzzing noise. But yeah, if we can get Dembele in, if we can get a holding midfielder in. The thing is, did anyone watch the Talking Wednesday podcast? Also, the women's support group one we did was fantastic. Fair play to Dex. He really did well with that. He smashed that out of the park. But here's the thing for me, right? And this is the big one. Could Liam Palmer play holding mid? Like, generally, would you say Liam Palmer could play holding mid? Now. Agree, no Iov and Bernard leaves us with 3 centre-backs plus Palmer. Yeah, exactly. I think centre-back is going to be the next position we realistically look at. I think it's just got to be, because we don't have much cover there. If you're thinking cover-wise, we are a bit buggered in that sense. Hey, Lou, how you doing, mate? We are a little bit buggered there, and we need to make sure we got 2 for each position. Oh, bless him. Thank you for the person who, on one of the comments. I can never say his name, quick Polish, I think. Let me have a look. Leon. I can never say his surname, but Leon just said 4K by start of season, 5K by Christmas. That'd be good if I could, but it'd be very difficult. I like if he had someone behind him you can trust. So, yeah, Palmer can. Right? That's fair enough. Why did they not take Palmer to the Euro for goal? No idea. No idea why they didn't. Depends on what format Danny wants to play, true. The thing is, that if you actually look at it, he didn't really play with a holding midfielder, did he? Suppose it's kind of thing. He didn't really. I think you're going to also see a different style of Wednesday. And that is something that I'm kind of looking forward to, because I don't think we saw Danny's proper way of playing the team. I just don't. I don't think we saw how Danny wants to play. Generally, I don't think we saw how Danny wants to play. Danny had to make it so the players he had fit his system. And a Danny role who knows what he wants is quite exciting kind of thing, because it makes things a lot easier. Why does things disconnect? YouTube. There we go. It makes things a lot easier, but I think it's going to be really difficult in one sense when you start looking at things, because I think Danny wants 2 for each position. I think he wants 2 for each position, and you're seeing that a little bit already. So you've got Paul and Valerie on one side. He got potentially Johnson and Lowe the other, even though I'll probably say you probably want to take you probably want to take him as a winger. With TG sorted now, coughing a lot less injuries next season. Looking forward to it. With TG sorted, TG. You're gonna have to help me with that one, TG. Thingy. Yeah, we only seen Danny could do with whatever he had. My greatest fear is that he plays the system he wants, and it will be like Sisco. The only difference there is Sisco didn't have a full start pre-season kind of thing. Training ground, thank you. Training ground, yes. I thought it was a player. I was like, who's TG in our player? In our thing. Yeah, we've only seen Danny. Yeah, I understand that, but I think Danny will also is good enough to... We've shown Danny will adapt if it's not working, and I think that's something that we've shown he's very good at. If Danny wants to play wing back with 2 centre-backs and no dedicated holding midfielder, our wing backs are going to be doing a lot of running. I agree. Don't want Palmer in midfield. We had enough control. We don't have enough control there for me when he plays a bit like Trent's situation. His best position is right centre back in a back 3 where he can overlap and can do better. Possibly. that could work out. But if you have a pre-season where, and welcome by the way, Will, if you have a pre-season where that's the only position Liam Palmer played the entire of pre-season, it's not an alien where we just shove him in there and hope he remembers everything from when he was a midfielder last time. It all depends. Watch pre-season quite carefully. I don't think we're gonna have many pre-season games. I know we've got Alfreton Town, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. I don't want to check something actually, because I thought the way we played versus Sunderland on the last game gave us an idea of how we were going to play next season. Result. I want to see if it'll show me the formation lineups. So against Sunderland, we played 3 at the back, 4 in midfield, 2 as like attack it, 2 on left and right, and then Ugbo on their own. Maybe. Because you know you got Bannon there. You don't have a Will Volks anymore. You've got a Pole or a thingy that can go there. You've got a Maxlow or Johnson that can go there. Maybe Palmer could still play right centre back. So yeah, that's a possibility, mate. That is a possibility. If we play 3 at the back, there's 6 centre halves. If 4 at the back, you only need 4 or 5. Thing is, if we don't keep Iorfa or Bernard, we're looking at more centre backs, kind of thing. Was our last game was West Brom, wasn't it? Let's have a look a minute. I have something we're going to be using soon as well in Dreams. I just need to remember how to get it to work. Let's have a look. West Brom, we won 3-0. We played. So when same again. It was the same formation. So we went 3-4-2-1. He went 3-4-2-1. You know what? Let's just do a quick thing where we can have a look. Valerie can play right centre back as well. He can. Rather have 2 up front. Yeah, I'm a fan of 2 up front. I'll be honest with you. Sunderland, West Brom. Let's have a look at what we played Blackburn. Did he keep it the same? Why did that not work? Right, so versus Blackburn, he went 3-4-1-2. So he did go 2 up top and he played Masaba in the hole as a 10. If you go 3-4-1-2 and you have Windass and Ugbo side by side, you play Pervader in the hole with Masaba. I can live with 1 up front, depends on who it is though. Yeah. If you've got so you can play 1 up front really well, then it's fine. The problem comes when they get isolated. Versus Stoke. Why does it keep doing that? I don't keep pressing that. So Stoke, we played a 3-4-1-2. So if we're looking at this then, Danny like playing 3 at the back, 4 in midfield, a 1 in the hole and 2 up front, right? So if that's the case, be getting those Subbuteo players out again once again. Yeah, I will be, mate. I've got an idea for that. I've got that, but I've also got something else that I'm going to combine 2 things together, so it can be interesting. I can live up front if it Harry Kane. Yeah. So it looked like he'd gone with 3 at the back, and I don't think that's going to change. I actually don't think 3 at the back is going to change. I think where it might change is in the middle and in that whole position. Because I actually think if you have Windass or Pervader, you could put Windass either side of a striker. That's fine. And you play Pervader in the hole kind of thing. If Windass is staying. You got to remember, we don't know if Windass is staying yet. If Windass isn't staying, Pervader fits that hole quite well in the sense that way he's going to play most. Why does it keep doing that? Weird. So again, Plymouth at home, we went with 5-4-1. And I'm literally just trying to see what he did the last couple of games. because it might give us an idea of what he did. Like, yeah, for a couple of games, he went 5-4-1. So there's a possibility. There's a possibility you get shit done in that. So we'll see. I'm slightly intrigued by it. Evening, Nat, how you doing, mate? Evening, Run Pump Man, by the way. I didn't say hello when you came in. I'm good, Nat. How are you? How's the beer flowing if you're still on the old drinkingness? But yeah, if you look at that, he played with predominantly three at the back most of the back end of the season. If Bernard stayed, can see Danny trying him in the defensive midfield again, as I call it. Yeah, I can see that. I can also see Iorfa as that, but I can't at the same time. Again, this is things that you can do during the pre-season. This is something what pre-season is for. This is what pre-season is for, where you have to be able to do things, unlike a certain Southgate, which... Give me a moment, you'll get double audio a moment.
Yo, Southgate, pre-season and pre-friendlies is what the fucking about with tactics is. Not what you did. Stop experimenting.
God, that annoyed me last night when he came out and said we experimented. So, not the time for experimenting. You don't do it in a tournament. Full stop. That's what your pre-friendlies are. Oh, I hated that. But talking Euros, that really annoyed me. Where you're, oh, we experimented. No, go away. Stop experimenting. You don't experiment in a tournament. That's the last place you do it. You do what you managed to do to get you to the tournament. Playing attacking football, getting forward. Oh, God, it was awful. Not with formation. They experimented with acid and mashing. Evening, darling. I won't be too long. Was awful last night. Played okay till Kane scored and then went to shit. We did. We really made Calvin Phillips. We do. Haven't got a better player in that position other than Calvin Phillips. Yeah, that just... Oh. And what Calvin Phillips done this season? Oh, yeah. Yeah, not much, has he? Because he's just fallen off a cliff. That right annoyed me last night. That game was so boring. It's like we gave up as soon as they scored. It's like, well, we don't want to get back into this. It's just, oh. I have seen some people worries, and it is an out-talk thing, so bear it in mind. But what if Danny's done such a way of talking to people, and he's kind of gone, and managed to convince them, say, do you want the England job? I swear we played 6-4-0 last night, yeah. Hi, guys. Just what Poland Austria out with Danny Punditry. When asked if he would have VAR in the championship, he said no. Did he? Ah, that's interesting. That is interesting. Yeah, again, would you genuinely want VAR with how bad it is? Kind of thing. Southgate in Sunic football, they pro bump into each other down the chops like a fortnight. What does that say about our midfielders then? Exactly. Exactly. 20 cracking matches and 2 dull England games in Europe. Yep. That's exactly what it's been. Every other team looked great. We look crap. We do. Yay, down with VAR. Yep. VAR, not for me, Clive. No, VAR, crap. VAR. Right, the thing is, VAR works in every other country than England. Because we fuck about with it too much. In England, we fuck about with it. We do line, we do stupid things. The way they do offsides in the tournament and how they've done it in Europe is how it should be done. None of this drawing line crap or semi-automated VAR check done. They have something on the screen to go, hey, like, example, something like, hey, that's offside. kind of thing. This is why. The way they've done the offside and the VAR is how it should be done. Dear Premier League, look at it. Apparently the Spanish fans say the Premier is better than the Ligas. Is it? Jesus. I know France and Germany is good, and they don't seem to have much issues. But Jesus. It's meant to be for clear and obvious mistakes. It's not to be used every 5 minutes. I don't think it works anyway. There are good points where it has worked in places, but it's not implemented. The problem you've got is what would happen now is I don't want VAR. Personally, I generally don't want VAR. I hate it. I hate VAR. I just hate it. It destroyed the game of football for me. Completely destroyed the game of football. Put it in the bin, put a match on it and say goodbye. And then we can go back to moaning about referees. But the thing is, here's the thing. What you've got to do, if you are doing VAR, if you are not doing VAR, you can't have a go when the officiating's bad. Because they tried to implement something, it's not worked. It just, it done my head in. I've missed so many chats there, sorry. If you get a chance for what the penalty, I will. Clear and obvious, and it is a mistake. What the Spanish fella is the man with a piece of chalk drawing a line. Got a feeling we'll see it in the championship with other guys. I hope not. I hope they speak to the 72 clubs, and the 72 club Tomlins go for me. I really do. I hope they turn around and tell them to go bid it. I just can't stand VAR. It's just bullcrap. The problem is you'll have people turn around and go, oh, we want to bring VAR back because it's now making more mistakes. You can't complain if the official makes a mistake when we've had VAR, and it's been absolutely dog shite. It just does my head in. VAR is not fit for purpose. I've always said VAR feels like they're waiting to get adverts in there to go, oh, this is taking a long time. And this VAR check was brought to you by Doritos. Get your Doritos now in a VAR thing. No, I don't want it. I don't want it. I heard the Spanish fan thing on the rest of the football podcast. Most fans in mostly don't like their version. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The problem is we're running out of refs. That's an issue. We are running out of decent refs. For me, the football league can offer something different to the Prem if it's better. True, but I'd rather the money that's been spent on VAR, I'd rather it be given down to the grassroots level. Generally, if you're going to spend that amount of money on VAR, let's put it where it should be. Let's sort out the pyramid in football clubs and stop clubs going bust. Let's get it so there's more clubs being able to pay stuff. Let's make it so there's a better quality of football for people going through the leagues. Let's do that kind of things. Let's try and invest the money on what things are actually better for the game than what we are currently doing. Like when I was celebrating Chelsea winning the FA Cup, getting a pen and ban waiting to take it, and they got all the... Yeah, the thing is, you can't celebrate a goal. You can't celebrate a goal. If you score a goal, you might as well just sit down. If you're a player who scored a goal, you might as well sit down and just look at your watch and go, I'll wait. And then if it does, then run off and celebrate. I don't like it. I don't like it. 38 people watching, 30 like people. I much appreciate it. I don't like VAR at all, and it just does my head in. It does my head in that we have to have it, and people want... When it first came in, I was all for it because, okay, it might make their lives easier. But it's actually made their life complicated. It's meant to make the referee's life easier, but the referees seem to rely on it for... Ooh, what's happened there? I just crashed. So give me a minute. My camera just crashed. Can you still hear me? Can you tell me you can still hear me? What's going on there? My camera just crashed. You can still hear me. What happened there? My camera just crashed. That was weird, and I didn't like that. The like things are coming up on the screen, and I didn't realise it did that. Worker broke it, yeah. There we go. Can somebody just like the stream again? Because it's done something that I need to disable on Mac, and I can't remember how to disable it. No, battery's not died. I literally think it overheat. No, that was me staying still. I literally think either the cam link overheated. Yeah, like it again, because it brought up like a thumb. That was weird. It brought up a thumb. Oh, I upgraded my Mac to bloody thing, and it got a setting when you do a thing. It brings up like a thumb on the screen. Right, so it just hearted it. Let's see if that does it again. That's how I know it. It like did a thing. Like I saw a floating thumb go up. Anyway, it's working now. I'm guessing the cam link overheated a little bit. It does that from time to time. It is warm in here, I won't lie. I have had the aircon on, and I just probably need to turn it on again. Elon Musk strikes again, yeah. I will admit, it's very rare that I have a technical problem, because my name's not Worko. Yeah, I had a thumb bubble come through, didn't I? And then it crashed. And I don't know. There's a way. Mac did this. Apple did this stupid thing that it did a thumbs up bubble when so it cut, and it will go on green, and it's so dumb, and I can't remember how you turn it off. Really dumb. I saw it come up. I think, you know what? I actually think that was what actually killed it. What is this? Right. The gesture can either the animation often actually to zoom instead of Mac OS. That was weird. I'll have a look at that. I'll have to try and break that somehow. Ah! There you go. I've just found it. So those... Right, so those reactions crash it. That actually crashes the stream. How do I turn it off? Okay, I'm going to go fix that later because that is bloody stupid. That's what crashed it. Right, I'm going to fix that later. So that bubble that came up crashed it, and I don't know why. But I have just found a video that told me how to uncrash it. That was the reason I never upload. That was the reason why I didn't update. I've now remembered why I didn't update my Mac. Well done, Apple. Well done. But yeah, so that's what crashed it. Sorry about that, people. At least you could hear me still, at least. But I think we're going to get some more signing through the door this weekend. Personally, I think we might get some news about contract this weekend as well. Keep an eye on the channel for them, because I think it will be very fun in a sense, because I believe this is Danny's last match at the Euros, unless he's doing one at the weekend. And let's just say what I'm going to say here. Danny has been fantastic and superb at the Euros. He has done so well with how he's done the Euros and how he presented himself and how he made the club look. Not only has he made himself look good, he made the club go up there now. We were there, we're now there. Players will want to come to work for him from doing that coverage. So I am intrigued to see what Danny does next with Wednesday, because it's exciting. It's the most excited have been about a Wednesday pre-season going into new season in a long time, because it just feels like we're going in the right direction at last with Danny. With Chansiri, I'll say it as this: he got Danny in, he got Danny on a new contract. So far, things look okay. Let's see what he puts the shirts at, because that could be an interesting one. 39 people watching, 34 likes. Get those likes up, people. There will be shirt reviews on the channel when it is up and running. When that does get up and running, up and running? What am I about? Once the shirt is released, there will be hanging from somewhere there a shirt to do it, and I will put both shirts side by side. We'll compare last year's and this year's like I did last year, and we'll talk about the shirts. We'll have a discussion about it. We'll go through the nitty gritty things. Yeah, shirts will be 60 plus easily, definitely. I've literally already got 120 quid set aside ready for shirts. And not as well designed as mine. No, exactly. I think they missed the next year. I know it sounds weird. Just send them an email, say, look, you can still work with Macron, but like, how about we do this design? They won't do it because it's the club. Hopefully it helps us with player recruitment. Other managers seeing him can trust him and develop players. Yep. Danny was the only good thing about the ITV coverage. I need bar analyst like I need a hole in the head. Yeah. Yeah, the bar analysts have been naff on it. But yeah, this is the thing. I don't get our shirt pricing policy. I really don't. Yeah, I know, sadly. It's a shame, though. Oh, God. And if that's the case, you know for a fact that Chansiri is picking it. Hoping likes of Valerie and low signing will turn Bernard's head and a new contract. It might do. Oh, yeah, the one you did was fantastic. It's somewhere on here, actually. Where is it? Hang on. I don't believe you were in stream last time. If I do this, no. That's the one that it might be. Where is it? I've got it somewhere. I saved it. It's in an email file somewhere. Hang on. It's under shirts. Talking Wednesdays then. There we go. Try again. Hang on. Because it's high res, which I like. This was designed by none other than Lee Goose Creative. Like the one he did. I have. It is saved. It's under a thing that said Talking Wednesday shirts. It's there. I have saved it. I don't know if any of the other... I don't know if Jack or Dex reached out for you for it. But this is something we want to try and do. We are looking at trying to see if we can find someone to do a shirt like this. Mick, who's normally in the chat, has said he might know someone who might be able to help us get this done as a design. And I just really want to do... Did Deck get in touch with you about it at all? Jack posted it and has the file. Good. Any transfer speculation since Valerie? Not since Dembele yesterday. I think it will see more of it happen this week. I think we'll see more of it this weekend. Not that other than our group DM. Oh, okay. Weird. Would have thought he would have done. But yeah, all specs can be found on Puncture 41 channel. Check out the video. Thank you, darling. No, Harvey, I think you're probably going to see things ramp up again. Also, be careful on Twitter at some of the places that saying we're linked with this, that, and the other. Check how many followers they got. Check how long they've been on Twitter. Because so many stupid in-the-know accounts pop up every time. Yeah, it depends on how much they want to buy up front. If I can set like a set amount and we can keep it to thing, we can just put them to one side, and it all depends on cost. If I can get another good month out of YouTube, I'll do it. The EFL account is pretty useless, like Deshaun with Stoke, which is unusual. Well, there was one this week, and I don't want to say who they were because I don't want to promote them, but they were basically saying that what was it? It was like with Patterson and Johnson yet to sign contract. Are we gonna have a problem that they might not be staying? I'm like, of course they're staying. We took the option out on them. Like, the option means they're staying. Like, there's not even a thing that says that. I'll have a look at it, mate. Send it me in a Twitter DM or X DM, and I'll have a look because I can send that down last to have a look. Yeah, mate, I am a Wednesday fan. At Puncture 41, I cover everything Wednesday. If we don't get Ubbo Maguire, who do you reckon will fit the bill for striker other than Cads? Has to be someone with a lot of pace and can finish. You know what? I don't know. It's something I actually do need to look at. I need to look into that. I was thinking of the midfielder the other day. You know, Charlie Pato, who's at Arsenal. I wouldn't mind loaning him for the season. But strikers, you know what? Now this is gonna be a big one for me. There's a striker who is the cousin of Haaland. Do you know Windass? I know he's a player and he played for Wednesday. I don't know him personally. Why, Logan? No. Sure, AI writes some of the transfer dross. Yeah. Here's the thing with it, right? That's a flap of the backroom pump, man. Here's the thing with this one. So it is Haaland cousin, Tajaz, I think that's how you say it. It might be even worse, but it was saying I'd just done. Haaland cousin just left Mold FC, right? 1.5 million. That he would be a free agent kind of thing. I don't know if he is one of these situations that we look at and see what he can do, kind of thing. That's it. Albert Tarjan. That's it. Thank you very much. I am a fan of Palmer. I like Palmer. Palmer's a good player. Oh, is he? He will fit really nicely in our midfield, you know. He will fit really nicely in our midfield. Oh, that's not a bad shout, actually, you know. Yeah, that's what I do. Thomas has just said. Evening, Thomas, by the way. I'd like to give us a try. We're trying to get him. I'm a fan of Palmer. Yep. Reported on IO and a few other sites. I'm not a Leicester City fan in the sense that I don't support them, but I do like Leicester. And I think them getting Steve Cooper in is a good shout. He's a striker. He's very, very good. He's a very good striker, actually. I think is he 18, 19? I think he's young. I believe he's really young at the moment. So it would be one of the ones where you take it with a grain of salt. My light just went out. No, back on. That was weird. I like Leicester passage. Shame we couldn't get Baladu. It would have been an excellent deal considering Volks had gone. Yeah, that deal, I don't think that deal is done yet. I haven't seen anything. To be fair, I haven't checked. I haven't seen him announced yet. Last time I checked, it looked like he was about to be announced. I know Derby are apparently looking at Dembele, which is interesting. Kind of player who would probably do well there, actually. Has he gone to that team yet? No. So he's still not out of it. While we are at it, let's get... Yeah. He got something to do for like a billion release clause. Like 1 billion release clause. Who going to pay that? Who in their right mind is going to pay 1 billion quid for a football player? Like, seriously. He's probably Barca's only sellable asset right now. And with how much sodding financial debt they're in, they really need to. I don't even think Man City would, mate. The problem is, yeah, he is. The problem is, if they look after him, he will be their new Messi. And they'll do really well. The problem you've got, Barcelona need to make 650 million by 2028 kind of thing. Beppe with that 18 clause. Yep. 1 billion. Yeah, Beppe with 1 billion really clause. Yeah. Just when did football get ridiculous? And I know the answer to this, by the way. I think we initially started it with the Trevor Francis deal, right? Why does Carlton think Ajax is risky? Is it something? Oh, are you on about Carlton Palmer? Carlton Palmer just thinks everything's risky. I tend to ignore Carlton Palmer's takes now because they annoy me. They like really annoy me. I don't think it's a risk getting Ajax. I think Ajax will be good, but it's also interesting. He's not played a lot of football, but again, you can get players who've played hardly any football. Look at Barry Bannon. We got Barry Bannon in who hadn't played many football and much football, and he's been perfect. You take the risk. He would be a free agent. You would only be paying wages. So it's a risk. It's a risk for me, in that sense. Apology for that. He's not the new Messi. He's a very naughty boy. Hasn't played football for. Right. Thanks for the shout out. Off to watch the Matt Fella. Probs at Alden Park on Twitter. Might bump it. All right, pal. See you there. Hopefully you do. Let me know if you go and enjoy the match. It won't be long before I'm done anyway. I've done about an hour and 11 minutes. I've got other things to do. Ironically, I'm actually really enjoying a game on the PlayStation called Police Simulator. No, called Police Simulator. You just play the police officer, and I'm actually really enjoying it. Carlton is a professional, miserable sod. Still, but he never got the out job. Yeah. I remember Albert leaving Wednesday for Man U. It was, I reckon, a fee. Then you say Chelsea. Auto states of the million, who know. The thing is, the big one, France versus Holland, what we thinking of final goal? Oh, 3-1 France, Mbappe hat-trick. Right, before we go, I'm gonna go 2-0 Holland. I'm gonna go 2-0 Holland. I think Holland could do this time. I'll go 2-0 Holland. Right, put your goal predictions in, and then I'm gonna go watch the match because it's 8 o'clock, and I really want to watch it. Mbappe will wear the math for being naughty. Workout stream on Twitter for anyone who wants to drop in and tell him and say something really cheeky and sing. Mbappe is wearing Gregory Mack. He got to broke his nose, hasn't he? That was awful. All right, guys, I'm going to end it there, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow, because I post every day. So have a good one. Have a good evening. Goodbye now.